God, the disingenuous duplicity and bullshit of CNBC during COVID. And this article I was just reading is such fucking garbage. It makes me so angry I don't even know what to do with myself. Why scientists change their mind and disagree. Bullet points. The changing recommendations during the COVID-19 pandemic on things such as whether to wear face masks has confused the public and caused them to lose faith in science. Bullet point. But changing your mind based on new evidence is a badge of honor in the scientific community. And bullet point 3. The situation is complicated by the fact that preprint research is often being debated in public on social media instead of behind closed doors. Christina Farr, fuck off. CNBC, fuck off. This is a public policy decision that you have made in the absence of evidence. As I indicated from the very beginning, you made decisions in the absence of evidence. That's the fucking problem, you retards. I'm so tired of this COVID bullshit. I'm so tired of people getting away with it. The LA Times, CNBC, all talking as though they haven't wreaked impossibly bad harm on the world by not listening to me. Of course, by not listening to me. I was right about this from the very fucking beginning. From day one, from day zero, I was right about this. 100% correct. I pointed out from the very beginning. So, what do we learn from this? Next time, the world needs to listen to me and stop listening to itself. Listen to me instead. I'm right, it's wrong. First of all, 99% plus survival rate means let it run its fucking course. Yes, people are going to die. So the fuck what? People die of all sorts of things all the time. I mean, a little fucking sense, please. A little common sense. Can we have a little common sense, please? What we really ought to do is shut down the whole fucking world because of cold water. Cold water is a watery grave. That's a good reason to shut down the entire world. Practically everybody who touches cold water dies eventually. If they haven't died yet, they're on their way to it. We need to shut down the entire world to warm up the water. If you were submerged in cold water, well, you're probably already dead. You're probably already dead. We shut down the world for COVID, but not for hypothermia safety? Why not? You know, in the southern hemisphere right now, it's getting to be winter. It is winter already. It's winter in the southern hemisphere right now. Those people are at serious risk of hypothermia from cold water. We really should shut down the winter hemisphere every year. So every year during winter, the northern hemisphere should be shut down, and during summer, the southern hemisphere should be shut down. Because otherwise, you're going to have too many hypothermia-related deaths. INFJs aren't always right, email anthrax, okay? They're just not always wrong. That's all. They're less wrong than most people, but not nearly as right as me. The thing is, there's no type that's more right than anybody else. There's Eric who's more right than everybody else. That's how it works. It's not a type thing. It's an Eric thing. You know, it's not my fault. I can't help being the right one. It's not like I try to be more right than everybody else. I just actually successfully try to be right, and therefore am more right than everybody else. You know, being more right than everybody else is not a goal. It's just an incidental occurrence by being right more than everybody else. If only I knew how much more right you can be as opposed to me. Email Anthrax. Morridge, did you hear Anthrax what he just said? He said he's more right than me. That's not possible. Now you're talking crazy talk, emailed Anthrax. More right than me. About what? Maybe about your feelings. Maybe about that you're more right. Maybe about your dampened insides. Oh, when you're right, I see. You're more right than me if we're both right. But if we're both wrong, then you're less right than me? Or more wrong? When you're wrong, are you more wrong than me? And when you're right, you're more right than me? Is that the case? Thanks, Cincinnati Strowman. I went to a special barber called Rachel. I got this package of haircutting things, which included a trimmer, a comb, a scissors, a bunch of different guides for the trimmer, different sizes, and it was only $40 for the whole thing, the whole package. I got it at Target. I ordered it online, and then I went and picked it up at the store. They only had it at one store around here still. It was like sold out every place because everybody's done with this COVID shit, and they're like, okay, I need a fucking haircut at this point, right? Come on. And I really needed one. I feel better. I feel like, okay, I'm myself. I'm feeling like sprightly again. It's nice to have less of a long beard because people don't. If you go someplace and you've got a wild, long, gray beard, people aren't quite sure how to treat you. Because there's this class of guys like me out there who are not like homeless and crazy, but have that general kind of look sometimes. And the rest of the people in the world understand that there are people like me, but sometimes they're not quite sure which one I am at first, So it's nice to get a haircut for FE reasons, basically, because I feel more like I get more legitimacy in the world from like cashiers and stuff, Not that it's something I think about a whole lot. My FE's active when I want it and where I want it to be, and not it's like that's the thing about third slot. It's very selfish and very as you like it and not any way else. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I just woke up this morning and all of the rest of the hairs had fallen out. It was just like this. It's amazing. I was like, wow, I guess I don't need a haircut. What a conveniently coincidental hair fallout experience there. I look like a retired rich businessman. Beware stereotyping. It can get you in trouble. Good. I wonder why it's called stereotyping. Is there a monotyping? Is stereotyping, does it involve a left and a right channel? Why is it called stereotyping? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Live streaming. Live streaming?
I am live streaming.
Cool.
I'm live streaming about COVID.
What about it?
Well, the title of the video is 99% survival equals let it run its course.
99% survival. Yeah.
You mean I'm attempting to stereotype when I should be monotyping? Is that what you're saying, Email Anthrax? Rachel, how's the uteral lining? Hey, Rachel, were you right about your uteral lining?
What?
Were you right about your...
Yeah, I have a period.
Wonderful news, everybody. Rachel and I have once again successfully avoided pregnancy.
Yes, and my app explains kind of how, because it said it was late, but that actually time change and the stress from it can change your cycle. So
cool.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of worry maybe going on
Yeah.
in my heart that maybe the lateness was, because Eric once again played with fire, and this time got burned for once. But no, not this time either. I didn't get burned. Somehow I'm very good at playing with fire. Knock on wood. That's far in life.
We're gonna get it's worth it to get the IUD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I don't say I have enough hormones in my body.
You do have plenty of hormones. You're a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Women have an extra allotment of hormones.
Yeah.
Ghostwriter's here. Writing about ghosts, ghosting about rights. That CNBC article about how, unfortunately, science is good. Watch out for that cord.
Where's another mug?
Right here.
Okay.
The economic fallout is stupendous. Japanese companies just got $1 trillion bailout. Also, countries with much younger populations are faring much better. Basic precautionary measures should be okay. My audio is being weird again. Sorry. Is it better now? Mic check. Microphone checking. It's this thing that it has. I'm trying to figure out how to. I need an external compressor. Is what I need. It's trying to use this software compressor that it assumes I need because I don't have a hardware compressor. I need a compressor. That's what it boils down to. It's like, no, it's not a loose cord. It's a compressing thing. I mean, it might be a loose cord or something. Occasionally it could be that, but in general, what's happening is there's a compression algorithm that either YouTube puts on this or my laptop maybe even is the one thing that's doing it. It may be software that comes with a microphone even. And it applies compression. It implies compression and it quiets down when you get loud and then it boosts it when you get quiet, but it doesn't really work very well. And it makes it, I don't like it. And so in order to prevent that from kicking in, I really need an external compressor, which is just a box that would go between the mic and the sound card that would flatten out the highs and boost the lows.
Hi. So lucky me. It's so good to see you, my love.
Wait, the thing about this whole COVID thing is I'm at the store yesterday. I'm at Target yesterday. I'm at the supermarket yesterday. And, this sounds scratching, cutting on and off? Okay, well, then that's a different problem. I'm sorry about that. If it persists, let me know. I may just call it a stream And anyway, I mean, Rachel has an appointment at 11:30 anyway. But I just read that article on CNBC and it made me mad. It's like they're trying to spin this bullshit as just like a problem with people not understanding the way science works. No, the problem with CNBC is you don't understand the way public policy works. When you make definitive public policy decisions in the absence of evidence, you fuck everybody. And that's exactly what the left did, basically. Not just the left, but the majority of people in the world, all in alignment with each other, all sort of went along with the lack of argumentation implicit in the frame that was positioned, which is saving lives is worth anything. And that's not the truth. We have to be reasonable. We have to make common sense decisions. And we also have to not act in the absence of evidence. Do not appeal to ignorance as a reason to do something. Basic rules. Basic life rules for public policy. You know how Jordan Peterson did a 12 rules to live by thing? I want to do a 12 rules for public policy. For what fucking reason? See, this is the beautiful thing about this. What I love about this experience is that it completely invalidates all corporate profit conspiracy theories forevermore. Oh, the world's being decided by corporate profit. If corporate profit were paramount, this never would have fucking happened. The problem is corporate profit was not paramount enough. So there's no conspiracy. There's no mind control. There's the inevitable consequence of too strong a pendulum swing to the left in terms of how to justify things. Not in terms of positions, but in terms of how to justify things. And now hopefully we will learn from this. But it may be, it's too late for this thing. We've already fucked everything up. Why is it I can go to the supermarket? Why is it I can go to Target and not do that same thing in these other places? Who decides what's a necessary business and what's not? A business is just as necessary as a supermarket to the person who runs that business. It's necessary to them for their livelihood. Why doesn't that matter? Why does it only matter if it's necessary to the consumer according to some arbitrarily defined expression of the term necessary, It's ridiculous.
Haircut looks good.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
I cleaned it up a couple of spots this morning that I saw with the scissors, and
oh, good. Wait, you got them?
Yeah, it was a little patch right here.
I saw. I know
right
that's
here.
Yeah.
So I got the little patches.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for all your hard work on my hair last night.
Sure.
I also got some cool still photos on my phone of me with Look, I don't doubt that catching COVID is bad. I'm pretty sure I had it. And the reason I think I had it is because I had a sickness that strongly impacted my respiration. Like, I was really having trouble breathing. And what made me think that I probably had COVID already. And was it bad? Yeah. And the thing is, the way I got over it was I was really having trouble breathing. I went jogging and made it so I was just like and then after that I got better. That's simple. There's your cure. How do you like that? That's the cure. I'm a smoker. I'm almost in my 50s. I'm otherwise healthy. I'm quite sure I got it, and I'm fine. So it will kill some people. Don't get me wrong. 99% survival rate is not 100%. It is a bad... Rachel.
Sorry.
Your naked body You're showing your naked body to everybody.
No, it's my back. You showed your nipples.
That's fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't show your back. I just want to make sure you're aware that you knew. Yes, so you didn't.
Yeah, at that point, I realized my underwear needed to really be moved.
Oh, you have boob circles on anyway, so I guess nobody could complain. You got those boob circles that cover your nips, you know? Have you ever seen those? Viewing audience? If your girlfriend doesn't wear boob circles, you may never have seen them if you're a dude. They look like this. And they go over the nipple. So if you see like this is the explanation. If you've ever seen like a chick wearing a shirt and she has no bra on, but you can't see her nips, and you're like, why can't I see her nips? That's why they've got boob circles on.
It's nice. I'm so glad, and they sell these things at like CVS and stuff now, so you don't have to like run around to Victoria's Secret to like get them anymore. You can just go to CVS and buy them, wear them for 30 times, and then get rid of them.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know what it is.
After you're done with them, I want to start wearing them though. Okay. I'm afraid people can see my nips through my shirt.
Yeah.
Postmortem reports on some COVID death bodies found it's not pneumonia. The virus causes coagulation, causing claustrophobia in the lungs, thereby causing pneumonia-like symptoms. That's why respirators kill more people than they save. In fact, almost everybody who gets on a respirator dies. It's a bad treatment. They shouldn't use it. And it's also the case that the reason so many people in Italy died is if you actually look at the death statistics in Italy, you'll see that 99% of those people were extremely old. Something like 75% of them had 3 or more existing conditions. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Infertile Peggy, you just got some wisdom there, okay? That explains it. If you've been wondering, why it is, how come that I can't see that chick's nips, even though she clearly has no bra on, and she's got this shirt that's like tight on it, why can't I see them? That's why.
It was kind of like that same revelation for you, too. Freaked you out at first, remember? I like took one off in the shower and I threw it at you. And you were like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's a pasty for my boobs. And then the light bulb went on.
Like, that's how.
That's how I was able to be appropriate looking in front of your parents.
Yeah.
And still not wear a bra.
Italy has old population and shit healthcare system. The U.S.'s healthcare system is fine. It's just the Desert INTJ. I like your thinking.
Oh, really?
I'm
really?
Just kidding. I don't like your thinking.
I don't like people staring at my erect nipples. It's very uncomfortable.
Except me. It's okay for me to stare.
Yeah. But when it's like some like
pervy pervs?
Yeah, just like a random person.
Ventilators were bad. They're still screaming about not having ventilators. Mm-hmm. You guys are a good couple, very compatible. Well, thank you, Ghost Rider. I appreciate those words of encouragement. I agree with you.
I appreciate that, Ghost Rider.
Well, anti-inflammatory medicine and anticoagulating properties can potentially work. The thing is, there's a key aspect to this disease that links to an immune system response. Namely, if you don't have that immune system response, you get it very mild. If you do have that immune system response, you get it very bad. So the thing is, there's this drug that there's a cat disease that works the same way. And this drug is like 100% perfect cure for this cat disease. Like they've never seen anything like you give it to the cat, they have the disease, they're instantly cured completely. If you don't give it to them, they definitely die. So it's this like miracle cure drug, right? But the company won't test it for cats, even though they know it works for cats, because if they test it for cats, even if it gets approved for cats, there's a limited profit in selling drugs for animals, but it increases the difficulty in getting it approved for humans. So they're refusing to approve it for cats. So people whose cat has this disease are paying $10,000 to get their cat cured to get a counterfeit version of this drug from China. Anyway, that's the drug that everybody says is going to work on COVID.
I think I had COVID too.
I think we both had it.
I think I had it on the plane. I felt so bad. I felt miserable. I was so like runny nose, and I probably had a bit of a fever too in my head. You know, I feel like when people are really tired on planes and like exhausted, they don't go to like lying next to it. They lie on their food chair, their food table.
So this is when you came here last time?
Yeah.
Last flight?
Yeah.
It's interesting. We both think we had it not together. I think I had it when you were gone.
And I had it.
And you had it when you were coming back.
Yeah.
You got it in New York. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't think we got it together, but I think we both had it.
Yeah.
I'm quite confident I had it.
Hey, Levi.
Because
Well, even your dad said that he says he had
because
it.
he has it too. Yeah, he's had it too. The thing is that illness that I got where it really impacted my respiration a lot. I never had a sickness that impacted my respiration so much before. And so that's what it makes me think that I probably had it before. Levi Samuels, hello.
Thanks. I'm doing well. Got my period.
Yeah. You know what that means, everybody? Vaginal blood sploosh splash party. Let's have a vaginal blood sploosh splash party. Let's have a vaginal blood sploosh splash party.
BJ week.
Jake Hurwitz, I'm just going to let that sit there.
But see, the thing with Jake Hurwitz is like, you're not wrong, but also like, I make sure that my boobs get tended to because I'm not just working for nothing, baby. It's not a job for nothing.
Right. It's not money for nothing and the chicks for free around here. Okay. This isn't dire straits.
No, it's not.
These chicks are non-dire. Okay.
I gotta be fondled with.
And, you know, the fact is, I'm not absolutely opposed to having a vaginal blood sploosh splash party if we're in the shower or something, you know.
We've had it when I've been like low, you know, last day.
It's just one of those things where you probably don't want to do that on the first day, second day, you know, because that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
But
it is a two-way street.
It's actually sploosh splash. Okay, not splish splash. Okay, Gary, you got it wrong. It's sploosh splash.
Did Delilah ever have like cramps or anything or symptoms that you remember of?
Yeah, I mean, I remember her periodically complaining about menstrual stuff. You know, I always say, well, why don't you just stay home from school then? And she said, no, I have to go to school.
That's
it was
so
weird.
Funny. That's the opposite of me. That was my main. That was my main way of getting out of school. Was I would tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm keeled over with cramps, and she, I guess, had bad cramps herself, so she knew, so I would be able to stay home.
Levi Samuels, your response to the Foxworthy thing had made me decide that I want to do a video called Foxworthy the Meow-Doms. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do that video. It seems like it would be difficult to do. I'm gonna do a video where I just do Foxworthy the let's say I would do SI and FE DOMs in one video. So it'd be like,
if you're an FI Dom.
If you're Googling pictures of a discontinued line of yogurt that you enjoyed when you were a teenager, you just might be an SI Dom.
We can absolutely work on that together. You know, I can get the pictures for you, and then we can do the writing.
You know what I mean? So it would just be narration over pictures. That's a good idea. Yeah, that would be easy to do. I would totally. I think that's an easy video to make. I can come up with those for a couple of different types. Make a 5-6 minute long video of that. People probably enjoy it. It seems easy, quick to do. We might do that today after your appointment if you feel like it.
I would
Okay.
like to.
So I
would.
want to say thank you, Levi Samuels, for encouraging me in the Foxworthy.
Yeah, because then
It makes a big
takes-
difference.
You know, it takes those stereotypes and like kind of like makes them funny because it is. I mean, the fact that like NI has existential crisis is kind of funny.
Right.
It's a good thing that we're rare.
If you say thank you when the waiter puts down the salad at the restaurant and he doesn't reply and you have an existential crisis, you just might be an FE dog.
Yeah, I was just thinking FB I was thinking ESFJ or an ENFJ.
Right.
If someone starts yelling at you and you have no expression on your face as they're yelling at you, but they want that expression from you, you may be FB polar.
Yeah. You just might be an INTJ.
Cool, Levi. Yeah, we love taking advice from the channel. Helps us grow. What
Yeah.
times we get a sign from Bill at Eggenball? I don't know.
Who's Bill Engvall?
So for Jeff Foxworthy and a bunch of other Southern actors back in the early 2000s went on tour together. And it was Bill Engvall, Jeff Foxworthy, and like I think two other like
Is it the guy who says "Get it done"?
yes.
Is that Bill Engvall or whatever? Bill Engvall, or is that somebody else?
I don't
I'm familiar. Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Okay. The guy who goes "Get it done." What is his joke? Is basically SE. That's SE. That's his joke.
Yeah.
ISTPs are not less smart than INTPs. It is true.
Mm-hmm.
They are differently smart. As I like to reference the ISTP I worked with to work on his interview skills, who got a perfect score on the ACT and had the shittiest any you could ever imagine.
The one that I went out with, it was weird. Like you get the sense that there's an intelligence there, but his mom would always brag about it. And I was just like always turned off as if like, you know, lady, there's a lot of really smart people and I've seen your son doing pretty stupid stuff. So why don't you hush up a little bit? I'm with your son. You don't need to convince me that he's smart. And that probably means that you don't think he's smart.
Well, nobody's tried to convince you I'm smart.
No one. No one's trying to convince me, like, in your family of anything.
That's true. My dad's pretty chill, huh?
Your dad, you know, after the whole thing with the garage happened, he does sometimes check in, like, how are you doing? And I super appreciate that because, like, for some reason, I can't lie to him. And I'm always like, I'm okay. Or, like, you know, things are okay. You know, like, I'll tell him, yeah, maybe I didn't get good sleep. Or, yeah, I got good sleep. Because he's checking on how I'm doing, which I appreciate.
Levi makes a good point here, which is intelligence is often misattributed more to extroverted people because somebody like me with third slot FE, I'm very interested in displaying how smart I am all the time, you know? So people are going to say, oh, yours. But it's not the case that an INTP is necessarily going to be perceived as that smart at first anyway, because they're probably going to be quiet, or an ISFJ or an INFJ or any of the other introverts are quieter. And so they're less visibly smart.
Yeah.
You know?
They're smart, Alex, though. And they like to talk back to teachers, especially science teachers, because they seem to be very good at science and math.
Yeah, well. The thing about FE is you can generally divide FE into two categories: warmth and confidence. Competence. Warmth and competence. So people perceive others as displaying competence with various cues, including verbosity. So if you use a lot of big words and you sound like you're talking fancy, and people think that's a FEQ of competence. Confidence is also part of competence. So it's like there's various aspects of display that link into being a competent person.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be then, Zaylin, you might be right.
It might be.
It might be this mic cable. It's a very long mic cable. Anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know, but I
Got distracted.
like around here. I can't identify many ISTPs. Like I can like when we're driving, we see people with certain bumper stickers. You can kind of tell. There's definitely a lot of ESFPs, ESTPs, ISFJs, ESFJs, but I cannot. Like I have not met like a guy or even a female.
Sorry.
Who-
Hold on. Available to her.
It's good advice.
Thanks for ISTJing my mic problem.
Yeah.
Zaylin Black. So you were saying, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh no, I just
ISTPs.
I don't see them a lot. Like a lot of them go bald. The men go bald. My uncle is bald. My ex is bald. Bruce Willis is bald. For some reason, honestly, that's like you beta quad your eyes, but that's a trait also.
Beta quadra baldness.
Mm-hmm.
Beta quadra bald.
But the other types, like I think, yeah.
Spite Club is filled with ISTPs.
Is it?
ISTPs are spiteful.
Yeah, you're right.
They're definitely spiteful.
Yeah, they are.
They do like motorbikes. ISTPs like motorbikes.
They like cars.
My former ISTP son-in-law by relationship
Oh yeah,
was an
I
ISTP.
forgot about that.
Colin.
You've had a lot of experience.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had a lot of experience with Colin, and he had a dirt bike, and there was a deer on the wall, the head of which he had shot it, and they cut its head off and put it on the wall.
I've heard that they're very good at like martial arts too, because it's very singular.
He didn't do martial arts, but I tell you what he was very good at was Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch, the video
That's a
game?
video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I think it's a resource distribution kind of strategy game. I'm not sure. Anybody know what kind of game Overwatch is?
I thought Overwatch was like a gun game.
Is it a shooter game? ISPs are great drivers too. Well,
Yeah,
the
they
other thing
are.
is like there was this story. Colin, I think he hurt his hand in the process of doing this, but he was at a bar and his friend was getting like his friend had gotten himself into some trouble and was getting like was about to get beat up or something by this other guy. And of course, Colin, he's a skinny guy, but Colin steps in and cold cocks the guy and knocks him out in like one punch.
Whoa.
And then they all get out of there real quick.
Wow.
And it's like, let's go.
Yeah.
And, it's like that's
that.
when you want an ISTP on your team. That's when you want an ISTP on your team.
Yeah. In those moments.
He was not a big, strong guy either.
No.
But he knows when and how to take action to be decisive.
Yeah. It goes straight. Especially if it's someone that they like, care about too.
Yeah,
especially.
his friend. And Colin is my ex son-in-law by relationship, or I don't know what you call him. He's my ex-girlfriend's
Your
son.
ex-girlfriend's son. You were never married.
Ex-girlfriend's son. I'm trying to think about my relationship to him rather than,
Oh.
you see, like, what's my relationship to him? Because I still feel like I have a relationship to him. I wouldn't, if I ran into him, I'd be like, hey, Colin, what's up? You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any problem with him.
The girls I knew were always really laid back too. Like you can tell they don't wear much makeup. They wear their hair long because tradition. They're like traditional kind of in the way they're like people to look. They're like history and stuff. Always in hoodies.
They love their hoodies.
Yeah, always in hoodies and sweatpants. Like not looking to impress anyone, but still have like this like magnetic air. I think because they're so mysterious.
But good shoes, fancy shoes.
Oh yeah, Nike slides,
expensive shoes.
Nike slides were her shoes, and she didn't talk often, but when she talked, the whole room listened because she was really like you could tell like she felt safe. Never revealed like everything, but was like really cool girl. And when she spoke, she helped me because it felt like a lot of stuff that she was going through, I was relating to because we're activity people. So
activity partners.
Yeah.
Activity. What's it called? Socionic intertype. We're activities. Yeah.
We would do activities together. So the activities that I was interested in, she was interested in too. And like, so it's like we were able to talk. At first, she was really defensive of me. She was like, who are you? Like, what are you talking about? And then the more I talked about my life, she realized like, oh, she gets me. It was nice. But yeah, they had that air of mystery to them because they don't say much. And women like to talk a lot normally.
Regarding that IQ test style of a question, the kind of questions that I always fail on IQ tests are the ones where they say, here's a shape. There's some of the shapes within the shape are green and some of them are white. Now pretend you folded the shape up like this. Now, how many things would be on the back side of this? I'm just like, I can't do that kind of visual folding of things in my head. It's beyond me. I can't do it. And so I always get those spatial rearrangement questions wrong.
I get the spatial volume ones wrong. I cannot, without the container, without the stuff in it, I can't picture how much water is in it. You know, when they do like milliliters and stuff. It's like the spatial thing, but it's just you're taking it's as if you were taking the black water out of the container, and it's like an optical illusion. It doesn't look like it's supposed to fit, but it actually does. Bye, Zaylin Black. I hope you have a great day too.
That's for you, Zaylin. It's a special goodbye for you. Thank you for helping with the mics. You got that as a reward.
I door slam my ISTP too.
Yeah, 64-year-old ISTP punched you in the face when you were 15.
15.
Aye.
They stereotypically, again, this is a stereotype. They have a they have a stereotype for drinking. They like their alcohol.
ISTP do like to drink. He can't share the link, Anchor Jason Blood, but I will see if I can find this thing. Or let me just make him a moderator briefly. Skygear, if you can get the link, you can now share it.
For the IQ test?
He wants a specific question. Yeah, Colin's an ISTP kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's 20. He's the same age as Delilah. But maybe, yeah, a few months older, I think. But he's well on his way to being a successful businessman. Like his dad set him up in the family business and sort of an offshoot business that he's now running and everything. And,
and that's a great position for them to be in.
He's got a single course that he's supposed to be executing.
Yeah.
He knows what it is. He's perfectly capable of doing it. And
yeah, my uncle, for his whole career was like a carpenter. Like he would work outside, out of his home sometimes. He would do little side jobs for his friends. That was it, you know. Like he really enjoyed the master craft of finishing something and then like adding his personal touch to it. You know?
Yeah, a little thing that makes it their own, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be like, feel this curve in the, I actually use that like round things like there. It's like, oh, 11:11.
No, it's 11:12. We're gonna wrap this up in about
ESTPs like to drink
5 to 10
too.
minutes.
They do.
Because, like I said, we got an appointment at 11:30. But
I find that ESTPs like to drink beer. And that ISTP really likes liquor.
ENTPs probably are more likely to have a problem with it than either of those, though. I would guess.
Yeah, I agree.
ENTP is really. I'm not the only ENTP I've encountered that is just like they have a very difficult. We have a difficult time keeping things in their proper place.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing. Like, I don't think that personally, like, I know that ICPs like smoke weed too, but I know a lot of them that end up quitting and they won't quit beer. So it's like they're more tolerable to alcohol than they are to marijuana. Everyone's different.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to pull a card now for the day. I'm going to pull a frame for the day. It's this one.
Ooh, the world.
The whole world is our frame today. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is. Some completion.
Now, we're going to do this is for everybody, okay? The world is our frame. Okay, I'll do cards for everybody. Just a second. But I just want to say that this is the way to attain the world today.
2 cups? Wow. Spend it with love, I guess.
Find your soulmate. Today's the day
to find
your soulmate and thereby attain the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's for us, Rachel, those 2 cards mostly.
Yeah.
Now I'll pull cards for the other people who want to have cards pulled.
So who said it first? Levi?
Levi.
And Levi, where do you live? If it's 2:12, it's 2 hours. Where are you? I can't. I'm very bad.
That's 3 hours. He's East Coast.
Oh.
East Coast time zone.
Cool. Where on the East Coast do you reside?
Okay, Levi. Here's your comfort.
Connecticut.
Here's your comfort, Levi.
Oh, nostalgia, playtime, fun friends.
That's your comfort. Here's your discomfort, Levi.
6 cups.
Your discomfort. Flagging. In other words,
being loud, having to be like,
showing
all right, everybody, let's get this done. I have this presentation to show you. No.
And here's your area of growth. Area of growth. Got to be more childlike in your wandiness.
Creativity sparks in small ways. Like just start something new.
Just
have fun.
Just play with ideas.
Yeah.
Just Jeff Foxworthy something.
Yeah. We could use some help. We're in Connecticut. I'm from New York.
It's pronounced Connecticut.
Wasn't that like a tough one to Connecticut?
Okay, King Christian Summer Pagoo. I'm gonna do the same thing for you I did for Levi. Do your comfort, your discomfort, and your area of growth. This is your comfort.
Oh, you went to school in New York. Ooh.
King Krishna Sarvagoo's comfort is 4 pentacles.
She's hanging on to her stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Controlling everything. That's comfortable for you, King Krishna.
Where'd you go to school in New York? I lived on Long Island in Franklin Square. It's about 45 minutes away from the city.
King Krishna Sarvagoo, your discomfort is when you're overburdened by trying to hold on to all those plates.
It's like I want to do all this stuff, and I just can't seem to get it right.
Now, your
All
area
this
of growth. Let's see where King Krishna Sarvagoo is going to grow. She's going to grow with 4 swords.
rest.
You gotta chill out. You are pushing too hard, King Krishna Sarvagoo. You're going to crash and burn.
Let go of some of those round discs.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not in Roman time.
And next time, bring a rake.
That card really is so great.
Okay, Infertile Piggy. Let's see what you got. Then we're gonna have to wrap this up because if anybody else wants cards, let me know now because we're gonna have to wrap this up soon because we got an appointment at 11:30. Okay, so this one for Infertile Piggy is your area of comfort. Ooh,
Devil.
The devil. You're comfortable with the devil, huh?
That's good. A lot of people aren't.
You're comfortable with being attached to various things. Okay, that's cool. Now, your area of discomfort. It's this one. Your area of discomfort is 5 of Pentacles. The area of discomfort is making choices while blind.
That could be. Emotional choices blindfolded. You don't know what to do. It's the sad card. It's supposed to be the crying guy in the black cloak crying over spilled milk.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Pentacles. Pentacles is the left out in the cold.
Okay.
So
What's
she's
that
kind of-
cold? I see this as maybe an SE Polar card for you, Infertile Piggy. I think maybe your discomfort lies in your SE Polar. Like you always feel like you have to decide and do things while you have a blindfold on, and the baby's never done taking your blindfold off. Okay, now you're an INFP. Okay, same difference. SE Polar. Okay, now your area of growth. I don't think it's that one. No, I don't think it's that one either. Let's see. Let's do this one. Another page card. Page of Pentacles. You need to put aside your 5 of Pentacles and pack into your gun a buckshot full of Page of Pentacles. Okay?
Maybe find out. Go with the other pages and have some fun.
Good news. You need good news in financial matters.
Laying down the foundation.
foundation.
Decide what you want and go for it.
Go for it, Infertile
Dependable.
Piggy. Don't just wallow in SE Polar all the time.
But you know what? The page is slow, and that's okay. Take your time while you're doing it.
Here's the other thing. I like this card in terms of you being an INFP because it shows that basically FI is the devil.
Like, look at what's good. So much going on.
The FI is attached
What?
to everything.
Why is the left side, or I guess the right side, so dark and like doesn't continue?
Well, because
Oh, she's supposed to be like a cloud.
there's this black smoke, I guess. Yeah. I think I think the key point of this is while you're FIing about how much you want this rainbow and this lady over here, the blackness is coming into your soul.
Yeah. And see, like the rainbow behind is a girl who's like, hey, like, I like you. You like seem like a cool person, but like I'm behind the rainbow and you're like there with stuff in there.
She's
I don't
playing
feel
Megan.
comfortable.
I have a feeling she's playing Megan.
She is Megan.
And he's going, but Megan, you left your jacket.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I am so done. I'm over
I
it.
don't need it. No.
But Megan, you left your jacket.
I don't care about my jacket anymore. I don't care about you anymore.
But Megan, though.
That's us. We all have the devil inside of us. We do. I picked the card for the devil for me. I think my soul or something was the devil. I don't remember.
I'm gonna do your soul right now, Rachel.
Okay,
here we go.
yeah.
Your soul, Rachel's soul. What is in Rachel's soul right now? What is the defining quality of Rachel's soul? Wand pagery. Wand pagery.
I like coming up with ideas and having. I am pretty playful.
Octavia Silva, you obviously get a card before we quit. We've got a few minutes cushion
Sure.
time. So Octavia Silva,
Nothing
you're gonna
wrong
get your
with being a
comfort. Let's give Octavia Silva her comfort.
ISCP absolutely would punch a person before thinking, like saying anything about it. For shizzle. 3 cups out and play.
This is your comfort, Octavia Silva, is 3 cups. Now your discomfort. Is it constipation? No. Maybe, but it could be something else. Constipation is uncomfortable, though.
Mhm.
We can all agree
It
on
really
that.
is.
Here's your discomfort. Ooh, dinner with Jesus is your discomfort?
Maybe
9 of
you're
cups.
afraid your wishes won't come true.
Maybe when you get what you want, you're like, this can't be right because I don't
Yeah,
deserve what I want.
Right, because that came up for us.
That's possible. That happens to some people, right?
Mhm.
And then lastly, your area of growth, Octavia Silva. Your area of growth. Let's find out. The tarot is going to speak. It's just taking its time to point out to me which card it is. I must not have gotten to it yet. It is this one. Another 4-sword area of growth.
We all need to learn how to rest.
We all need to learn
Take it
how to
easy
rest.
on yourself, maybe.
You gotta chillax and pull some bowls. Chillax and pull some bowls. That's what you're supposed to do. Not as bad as it seems. Have faith. There's your
Yeah,
area
it
of
is.
growth.
No, 4 of swords is actually a really healthy card.
That's good. I'm glad that that's a good card.
Me too.
Okay, now I'm gonna pull one bowl and then we gotta wrap this up because we got an appointment in
Yeah.
just 5 minutes. Okay. So all right, friends. In a bit of coughing, Rachel and I will say goodbye. Have a pleasant day.
Bye. Eat your cheese.